Welcome back, my friends from Iran. Dorottastan aman man yadapa amani hastam. Dozatondaram. I'm taking a look at another older track by Hichkas today. I translated the lyrics. It's really hard to grasp. The translation is not really like I wish it would be. So, of course, a lot of metaphors and wordplay involved, like always, which make it really hard to translate the thing. But I try my best. You're gonna see my reaction after the intro.
2015 I wasn't a nuthouse. For the first time I will never forget it. I've sworn every day and breaking the fuck out. My freedom was taken, I wanted to get it back. But I got crazy from drugs, met in the garden, I laid in the mud. Bet I couldn't flee but I was taking a shot. Shit every day, spitting tracks.
If you want to support me, please sub to the channel, hit the bell. Thank you very much. The track is produced by Mahdyar once again, and it has political message as most of the time when we react on Hichkas. Let's start into the song and check it out.
یه پیکرق شرم سلامتی بیارای شهر اگه لوم میری پای مثل شهر بگو همه آمادشن نتیجه اصلا نمیده مسیح هنو اسیر بدن به یاد اونی که اشکی واسه آزادیش دنبال وسیقه نرفت خر شیطون نمیام پایین زیر پا ملف سبز شده چریده همش نفسم برید بخیه زدن بگو نگران نباشن چاقون تمیز لبش ببین چرخدنده های ماشین سرمایه دارن روغن کاری میشن با چربی بدن شهبت میلنگ مسیح فنر هیچکی نمیخواد کسی رو ناراحت کنه همه شدن وکیل پلنگ و اساسی رو اسم خلیج فقط تو عمق فاتح خرد میشه نهنگ.
Bro, I swear the mix is going wild once again. You know, Mahdyar doing crazy stuff with the equalizers right here on the beat. There's going everything on right here. And the aggressive style of Hichkas on top, the whole thing pretty aggressive, like we used to from Hichkas. Of course, let's go for the hook right here. The crazy thing about the mix is the left and right thing happening right here. The shift of the synthesizers going left and right all the time really quick. This makes like a dizzy impression right here, you know. Let's go for the lyrics we have right here. A messenger of shameful wine, cheers to the city's awakened souls flowing down my throat like honey. Tell everyone to get ready. So first of all, talking about wine right here, and I think there's at least a connection between religion, because there's a messenger and like the sin of drinking alcohol, and he's saying like, I enjoy the drinking basically. Intoxication yields no result. I'm still captive of the body, remembering those who for their freedom no one went to pledge collateral. Freedom talking about right here. So the thing that is a little bit lacking in Iran, so he's saying like the ones who didn't stand up against the government, and the intoxication called out right here. So saying like, that's how I understand it, that believe in God doesn't make like so much sense. I won't come down from this devil's beast. Green grass has sprouted beneath my feet. It's all overgrown. My breath is scut. Stitches are tight. Say not to worry. They've cleaned my blade's edge. So saying, I'm a warrior. I fight for the righteous. I fight against this government. See the gears of the capital machine oiling themselves with body fat. Lusts, desire, springs, intoxication. No one wishes to upset anyone. So right here saying like the capital machine is like Iran, Tehran. I mean like that the machinery of Tehran or the government is like made up from the sweat and the oil from the body. So what it's talking about is like it's being nourished by living beings, right? And yeah, I mean this lust, desire, spring, intoxication. Basically, I feel like that I think says lust is not a bad thing and shouldn't upset anyone, you know. It cries, it cries. Is this that seems to be the title? It cries, Gerye Dare. in the depths of disaster the whale drowns. So yeah, it seems to be a sad song, pretty negative actually, you know. Let's go on.
خط فکری خط مش دیک سر و کدوم بنویسیم کش خط قرمز خط پایان روی سطح نامه اعمال فرشته نوشت با خط فرق ناعادلانه است ما رو بردن به بیراه دیدیم چالس حق تو خوردن و شاهد شد تپس ناعادلانه است
These percussions really cool. It feels like a fighting song. We're going up against the evil once again, you know.
گریه داره گفت من گریه نمیکنه گریه داره دیواراشا بلند تکیه داره گریه داره گفت من گریه نمیکنه گریه داره دیواراشا بلند تکیه داره.
The sound has some military spirit, you know. It's like, I'm not sure if he criticizes this in the first place, that he because this oppression from the government is like made by the military. On the other hand, you go with force against the oppressors, right? So both is somehow involved. But let's go for more of the lyrics right here. A thought line, a policy, with what pen shall we write the dictate? The red line, the end of the road on the line. So yeah, this is actually talking about like the oppression of the government on the people. The letter of deeds written by the angel on poverty. Unfair, unjust, it's unfair. They led us astray. We saw the pit. Your rights were eaten and imprisonment bore witness. So talking about the poverty. So I think this is an issue that many people have in Iran. Because the government is basically not giving the people what they need. We see that that people don't have enough rights. Like the rights are taken, and if you go up against the upper ones, against the leaders, you get imprisoned. And let me read your mind, like newspaper headlines that make you doubt. In offices, a fellow citizen's ID card must pass over the conveyor. You think your mind is clear, but an officer's glance make you sweat. So basically, yeah, propaganda is a thing, of course. The machinery of propaganda we have this in every country basically, but in some it's more a problem than in others, but it's a general thing. And of course that we are being controlled. So everybody got an ID card, so we're being controlled because the government knows what we're doing, right? And that they're scared. So an officer's glance make you sweat. People are scared of the force that is above us, right? My tongue is numb, now ready to bite. Even my pack doesn't flutter, I radiate like a gander fighting in the pond with the moon. Osiris not conquering, just a kiss. So, yeah, my tongue is numb. It's like I've been rapping so much, like I've been fighting with my tongue until it got numb. And interesting enough, there is Cyrus mentioned right here, and I'm not that familiar with the older history of Iran, but Cyrus the Great is a name that is at least familiar to me, and I think many like basically every Iranian knows who Cyrus the Great is. But I don't understand the line right here. I don't know what it means. Osiris not conquering, just a kiss. I don't really understand. They asked the guy, what is your identity? He said, my lips. So might be that Cyrus saying like that Cyrus stands for love to his people. Like this is a little bit how I understand it, but I'm not 100% sure. This is just how it seems to me, you know?
استقلال آزادی رفاه کف بو کن ببین دست نزن مدیر مسئول قانون شرف خیار 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 کلم کاش شاید اما اگر بکنم درختای جنگل بزنی که تبر بسازی الان اوضاعشم اینه بشر که شارو با اشوست ولی چیز بدی اتش عددی نیستیم اگه بودیم یا دو بودیم دست به دعا یا تعداد تلفات جدید هدف ببین 6 سر بریده عینه محاسباتم دقیق همش هیچ وقت به سرباز نمیگن جمعه تعطیل نجنگ اگه رفیقا ببین کنه نمه چی زیر سر مسلموناست بگو شعار آزادی عقیده ندن زنده باد شما نسیم فقط.
You know, I feel like it has something really devilish. I feel like the sound of the whole song seems a little bit like it's from another planet. It's not from this world. And at the same time, it's not heavenly. It's rather the opposite, you know. It's rather like this world is a mess. This world is hell. That's a little bit like the feeling I have when listening to this. Here we go. Okay, so they stretching like the hook right here in the end pretty much. Usually it was 2 times, so 8 bars. We have 16 bars of a hook, and it seems it's still going on. So he really stretching the hook right here in the end. Interesting enough is that we've been reading in the translation. I think this Gerye Dare means something like it has something to do with crying. I don't know how to word for word translate this. I think right here the AI sells it cries. This is probably wrong. It's yeah, but it's about crying, and then again we have this eye right here in the cover. So basically I think what the title wants to tell us is I'm very sad. I'm super sad, like this. So because crying of course is the most relevant when it comes to sadness. This is how I understand the meaning of the hook right here, you know. Mahdyar once again super crazy, of course, on this beat. This is with absolutely no doubt. We can go for the last verse right here. The wall of denial is tall, lean on it, independence, freedom, well-being, joy, breathe it in, see it, don't touch, manager, responsible, law, honor. So it seems to be taking these things in contrast. So we have independence, freedom, well-being, and joy. This is like the good things. Then we don't have in Iran, and then we have, like, on the other hand, manager, responsible, law, and honor, which is like which seems to be the contrast on this, you know. I mean, honor is not a bad thing, but it's like these things don't exist in Iran as well, right? So then we have think if you chopped all the trees in the forest to make an axe, that's the current state, human. Interesting, because this metaphor makes sense even in the translation. of course, if you like want to have a tool, and you destroy everything that you can work on with this tool, then it's good for nothing, right? So pretty interesting, this metaphor. The world must be cleaned, but thirst is a curse. We're not numbers. If we were, we'd be either two in prayer. So yeah, saying we are not numbers is, I think, saying like we're real humans. We like everyone is important. Everyone has emotions. We're not just a statistic. And if we were, we'd better either two in prayer. Now the belief right here, once again mentioned in the lyrics, on account of Aleppo's recent casualties. Aleppo is, I think, a city in Iran where seem to be people be dying. Talking about casualties, look at the 6 beheaded heads of A. So this seems to be talking about executions. My calculations are all precise. They never tell soldiers that Fridays are off, don't fight. So my calculations are all precise. Is like my expectations, what I say will happen, most of the time happens really. And then we have this that there is no off duty days for soldiers. And I think in this he means not the Basiji or the fighters of the government. I think he means like the ones who fight against the government. So saying like, we can't take a day off, we have to fight every day. If your friends think everything is the fault of Muslims, tell them to refrain from shouting slogans of belief. And I think this one right again refers to religion. It seems to be saying, if you blame the Muslims for our country to be at the state it's at, why are you still having belief in you? Why are you chanting? Why are you saying, oh my God? Why are you saying like you have belief, you have faith and anything? This is how it seems to be what is referred to. I don't know if Hichkas is an atheist. It sounds to me like in this lyrics altogether, because we had this topic a couple of times in this song. So it sounds like he is criticizing even opponents of the government who still have faith, who still believe or are Muslims or anything. Seems to be he be criticizing this in the song. Anyways, man, if you want to support me, please sub to the channel, hit the bell. Right, you can find another reaction from me on Persian rap. Right, you can find music from myself. If you check it out, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Follow me on my socials. And my people, I'm out.